Hello everyone, welcome back in lecture series on topic solution. In last lecture, we have studied about Raoult's law. And Raoult's law states that partial vapor pressure, that is individual pressure of vapor state molecule in the mixture, in solution. So it states that what? The partial vapor pressure of any volatile component of the solution is equal to vapor pressure of pure component multiplied by its mole fraction in the solution. So here these are the two volatile components, A1 and A2. The vapor pressure of this pure component A is P10 and vapor pressure of this component A2 is P20. And when these two components are mixed, then a homogeneous mixture of these two is formed, which is called as a solution. And as both these are volatile component, what happens? The vapors above this liquid, they contain both these component, vapor state molecules of both these component, because both are volatile. And the pressure exerted by the vapors of both these component on the solution is nothing but what? The vapor pressure of the solution. And according to Raoult's law, P1, that is partial vapor pressure of component A1, is equal to X1, that is mole fraction of A1, into P10, that is vapor pressure of pure component A1. And P2, that is partial vapor pressure of component A2, is equal to X2 into P20, that is according to Raoult's law. Here P1 is the partial pressure of A1 and P10 is the vapor pressure of the pure liquid. Here the pressure exerted by the vapors of liquid A1 at equilibrium is nothing but what? P10, that is vapor pressure of the pure liquid. And X1 is the mole fraction of A1, component A1 in a mixture in a liquid phase. X1 is the mole fraction of A1 in liquid. Important here that it is in liquid, mole fraction of A1 in liquid, that is denoted by X1. And P2 is the partial pressure of component A2 and the P20 is the vapor pressure of the component, pure component A2. And X2 is the number of moles of, is the mole fraction, not number of moles, mole fraction of A2 in the liquid. So in solution, X1 moles of A1 and X2 moles of A2 are present, and both these components in the mixture, they have tendency to vaporize, and these vapors above this liquid contain the vapor state molecules of A1 as well as vapor state molecules of A2. And the pressure exerted by the vapor state molecules of A1 is P1 and pressure exerted by vapor state molecules of A2 is P2, and the total vapor pressure of the solution is equal to P1 plus P2. So here P1 is equal to X1 into P10 and P2 is equal to X2 into P20 according to Raoult's law. And according to Dalton's law, the total vapor pressure of the solution, that is P, is equal to total या दोघांचं मिळून जे प्रेशर आहे वेपर प्रेशर, that is denoted by P and that is called as a vapor pressure of the solution, and that is equal to P1 plus P2, that is partial pressure of component 1 and partial pressure of component 2, that is A1, component A1 and component A2. So P is equal to partial pressure of component A and partial pressure of component A2. So that is what the total pressure. So if you substitute the values of P1 and P2 in this equation, then P is equal to, that is total pressure of the solution, total vapor pressure of the solution is equal to x1 into P10 plus x2 into P20, and that is nothing but P is equal to 1 minus x2, because x1 plus x2 is equal to 1, and therefore x1 is equal to 1 minus x2 into P10 plus x2 into P20, and that is nothing but P is equal to P10 in minus P10 into x2 plus x2 into P20, and that is equal to P20 हे rearrange केलं आपण P20 minus P10 into x2 common काढला plus P10. So that is what the vapor pressure of the solution at constant temperature. Now we will study the variation of vapor pressure with mole fraction of solution with the help of this graph. Here on x-axis mole fraction is there and on y-axis vapor pressure is there. So mole fraction against vapor pressure. This is the graph and it is a straight line passing through the origin. See here, this is the Raoult's law for the partial pressure of component A1, that is P1 is equal to x1 into P10 and P2 is equal to x2 into P20. Now we will see first the graphical representation for this equation, that is P1 is equal to x1 into P10. Now the graph of this x1 versus P1, that is partial pressure, and x2 versus the partial pressure of P2, x1 versus P1 and x2 versus P2. Both these graphs are straight line passing through the origin. How that I will explain. See here, when x1 is equal to 0, that is mole fraction of component first, that is A1 is equal to 0. Then if you substitute this value, if x1 is 0, then this value is equal to 0, and therefore what, P1 is also equal to 0. काय बघा, x1 जर 0 असेल तर P1 ही जी क्वांटिटी आहे ही काय येणार, 0 येणार, म्हणजेच P1 is equal to काय येईल, 0. When x1 is equal to 0, then P1 is equal to 0. So when mole fraction of component 1 is equal to 0, then pressure is also, partial pressure is also equal to 0 of that component. And this partial pressure goes on increasing, the mole fraction goes on increasing. And as the mole fraction of x1 goes on increasing, the partial pressure also goes on increasing. And when it reaches to 1, when x1 is equal to 1, mole fraction of component 1 is A1 is equal to 1, then what happens? P1 is equal to P10. That means partial pressure of that component is equal to vapor pressure of that pure component. When x1 is equal to 1. So here when x1 is equal to 1, P1 0, that is partial pressure of component A1 is equal to P1 0. And that means what? It is a straight line passing through the origin. So here P1 versus x1 is a straight line passing through origin. In the same way, we see here the graphical representation for P2. Now here see the graph of x2 versus P2. Now here x2 is equal to 0. That is the second constant mole fraction of second component, that is A2 is equal to 0. And at that time when x2 is equal to 0, this quantity is equal to 0 and the partial pressure, that is P2 is equal to 0. Therefore here when x2 is equal to 0, P2 is equal to 0. That is partial pressure of component second, that is A2, is 0 here. And as the vapor pressure goes on increasing, that means mole fraction of this goes on increasing, then the vapor pressure also goes on increasing. And it reaches to the vapor pressure of the pure component when x2 is equal to 1. Now suppose here the A2 is more volatile than A1. That means the partial pressure of A2 is more than partial vapor pressure of the A1. Then here what happens? X2, that is mole fraction, goes on in mole fraction of second component, that is A2, goes on increasing. Then P2 also, that is partial vapor pressure of second component, also goes on increasing. And when x2 is equal to 1, then P2 is equal to P2 0, that is vapor pressure of the pure component. And this is also a straight line passing through the origin. So P2 versus x2 is a straight line passing through the origin. Now we will see the graphical representation for the third equation, that is P. P means total pressure, is equal to P2 0 minus P1 0 into x2 plus P1 0. So see here, this graph is a straight line. P versus x2 is a straight line. How? That I will explain here. Now when x2 is equal to 1, x2 is equal to 1, then P is equal to what? P2 0. When x2 is equal to 1, P is equal to P2 0. How? See here. This is the equation for P, that is vapor pressure of the solution. Now suppose here x2 is equal to 1. x2 किती है? 1 है. If you multiply this x by 1, then here minus P10 plus P10 will cancel. And P20 is equal to P because x2 is equal to 1. So here when mole fraction of the second component, that is A2, is equal to 1, then vapor pressure of the solution is equal to vapor pressure of the pure component. Vapor pressure of the solution is equal to vapor pressure of the pure component A2 when mole fraction of A2 is equal to 1. So therefore when x2 is equal to 1, then the P is equal to P2 0. And when x2 is equal to 0, mole fraction किती है? 0 है. Second component x2 is equal to 0. And if you substitute value of x2 is equal to 0, then this whole quantity becomes 0. and therefore in such a case is P is equal to P1 0. So when x2 is equal to 0, partial pressure is equal to, not partial pressure, vapor pressure of the solution is equal to P1 0. So when x1 is equal to 1, vapor pressure of the solution is P2 0, and x2 is equal to 0, then vapor pressure of the solution is P1 0. And if you join these two lines, we get what? The graph of the total vapor pressure of the solution, and that total vapor pressure of the solution, that is P, is equal to P1 plus P2. That means what? The vapor pressure of the solution, that is P, it lies between what? The vapor pressure of the pure components P1 0 and P2 0. वेपर प्रेशर सोल्युशनचं काय असणार? या दोघांच्या मध्ये असणार. सो हिअर वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ द सोल्युशन इट लाइज बिटवीन व्हॉट? वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ प्युअर कॉम्पोनंट A1 and vapor pressure of the pure component A2. So using this graphical representation, you can find out the composition of the solution. That is how many, that is you can find out the mole fractions at a particular pressure or pressure of the solution, vapor pressure of the solution. You can find out when the composition of the solution is known to you, that is x1 and x2 is known to you, then you can calculate what? The total vapor pressure, or if you know the total vapor pressure, then you can calculate what? The x1 and x2. So numerical problems based on this equation we will solve next time. Now second point of this topic, that is what? Composition of vapor phase. Now composition of liquid phase is what? x1 plus x2, and that is equal to 1. Now we are going to study what? Composition of vapor phase. Vapor phase मधलं composition काय असतं, मोल फ्रॅक्शन काय, हे आपण आता फाइंड आउट करणार. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू रॉल्स लॉ, P1 is equal to x1 plus x1 into P1 0 and P2 is equal to x2 into P2 0. So partial vapor pressure of component A1 is equal to x1, that is mole fraction of it, into vapor pressure of the pure liquid A1, and partial pressure of component A2 is equal to x2 into P2 0. That is according to Rolle's law, where here P1 is the partial pressure of A1, P2 is the partial pressure of A2, P10 is the vapor pressure of pure liquid, and P20 is the vapor pressure of the pure liquid A2. And x1 is the mole fraction of A1 in liquid. इथे महत्त्वाचं काय आहे तर x1 हे मोल फ्रॅक्शन केव्हा आहे? लिक्विड फेज मधल्या मॉलिक्युल्स आहे. अँड x2 is equal to mole fraction of A2 in liquid, not in a gaseous state. It is in a liquid state. Then according to Dalton's theory, total vapor pressure of the solution, the vapor pressure exerted by the vapors of both the components, that is called as a total vapor pressure of the solution, that is equal to P1 plus P2. That means the composition of vapors in equilibrium with the solution, it can be determined by Dalton's law of partial pressure. And what it states, partial pressure of gas is obtained by multiplying the total pressure of mixture. हे मिक्सचर आहे, याचं टोटल प्रेशर म्हणजे P. So partial pressure of gas is obtained by multiplying the total pressure of mixture by mole fraction of that gas. Now suppose here Y1 is the mole fraction of A1 in vapor phase and x1 is the mole fraction of A1 in liquid phase. हा फरक लक्षात घ्या. Y1 is what? The mole fraction of liquid A1 in gaseous state or in a vapor state, and x1 is the mole fraction in liquid state. Like that, Y2 is the mole fraction of A2 in vapor phase. Vapor phase मध्ये त्याचं मोल फ्रॅक्शन किती आहे? Y2 एवढं आहे. लिक्विड फेज मध्ये किती आहे? X2 आहे. Then and P1 is the vapor pressure, partial pressure of A1, and P2 is the partial pressure of A2. Then according to Dalton's law, P1, that is partial pressure of A1, is equal to Y1, that is mole fraction of A1 in vapor phase, that is in a gaseous state, into total vapor pressure of the mixture, that means total vapor pressure of the solution. And P2 is equal to Y2 into P. So here P means total vapor pressure of the solution, and therefore P is equal to, आपण ह्याच्या व्हॅल्यूज जर सबस्टिट्यूट केला तर P, that is total vapor pressure of the solution, is equal to Y1 into P plus Y2 into P, that is what? The total vapor pressure of the solution. That means what? See here, P1 is equal to Y1 into P according to Dalton's law. Like that, P2 is equal to Y2 into P. The partial vapor pressure of component A1 is equal to Y1, that is mole fraction of the component A1 in vapor phase. Liquid phase मध्ये नाही, in vapor phase is Y1 into total vapor pressure of the solution. Like that, P2 is equal to Y2 into P, where Y2 means the mole fraction of component A2, second component, in the vapor phase. So here Y1 is equal to काय येईल? P1 divided by P, and Y2 is equal to काय येईल? P2 divided by P. पण P1 म्हणजे तुम्हाला माहिती आहे, अकॉर्डिंग टू रॉल्स लॉ P1 is equal to x1 इंटू P1 0. मग ही व्हॅल्यू आपण इकडे सबस्टिट्यूट केली तर x1 इंटू P1 0 डिवायडेड बाय P इज इक्वल टू Y1. इन द सेम वे हियर Y2 इज इक्वल टू, कारण इथे काय येणार? P2 इज इक्वल टू x2 इंटू P2 0. त्यामुळे P2ची जर व्हॅल्यू आपण इकडे सबस्टिट्यूट केली या इक्वेशनमध्ये तर x2 इंटू P2 0 डिवायडेड बाय P इज इक्वल टू Y2. किंवा आपल्याला Y1 जर मिळालं असेल तर आपण Y2 काढू शकतो, कारण Y1 प्लस Y2 इज इक्वल टू 1. सो फ्रॉम दॅट ऑल्सो यू कॅन कॅल्क्युलेट Y2. सो वी हॅव टू सॉल्व द न्यूमरिकल्स बेस्ड ऑन दीज टू इक्वेशन as well as on Raoult's law. We will see the numericals based on this, that is composition of vapor phase and Raoult's law next time. So thank you.